What's up, everybody? It's your boy Max Digital here, helping you break down tech. So in this video, I'm going to compare the OnePlus 9, which I have a picture of on the left, and the OnePlus 8, which I have a picture of on the right. Let's take a look and take a deep dive and see what the comparison is between these devices, the differences, what's the same, what's new. So both of these are going to support 5G. So if you have a 5G coverage area where you use your phone, it's going to be a speedy network. It's going to make you enjoy video better. You can have higher quality video, great speeds, less waiting. You're good to go if you have 5G in your area. Both of these are very similar in overall size. They're about 6.3 inches tall, so around a little bit under 3 inches in width, and around 0.3 inches in thickness. Now the OnePlus 9 weighs just a tad bit heavier at 6.46 ounces, while the OnePlus 8 is 6.35 ounces. The build quality, the OnePlus 9 has that glass front, glass back, and a plastic frame. The OnePlus 8 has a glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. So a little bit difference in the frame department, but the overall feel will be the same. Both of these devices are dual SIM capable, except for the OnePlus 9. It is rumored that it will not have that in the US model. It will be just one single SIM. So that's going to suck if you do want to travel and you want to pop your SIM in and out and have two different the networks, two different phone numbers. That might be an issue. But other than that, it is a great feature to have in a phone. As for the screen size, they are the exact same 6.55 inch screen. So they are fluid AMOLED displays. The OnePlus 9 has 120 Hz refresh rate, which is a little bit faster than the 90 Hz refresh rate on the OnePlus 8. So you have a little bit of smoother scrolling on the OnePlus 9. For the screen to body ratio, the 9 has 87% and the 8 has 88% screen to body ratio. For the resolution, they are the same. They're both 1080 full HD displays by 2400 pixels. They both have a 20:9 ratio, and they both have the exact same PPI of 402. So that's pretty good. Nobody should be super disappointed by these screen qualities. They are pretty good, and they compare very well to each other, almost exactly the same. For the software, both of these phones are running Android 11. They are running a close to stock version of Android, which is called Oxygen OS. And the OnePlus 9 was launched with Android 11, while the 8 was launched with Android 10. But OnePlus is one of the few companies that actually updates the devices pretty regularly, so you should get a couple of updates on both of these devices. These are both octa-core processor CPUs, and the OnePlus 9 has Adreno 660 GPU, and the 8 has Adreno 650. That all means that all these processors and GPUs are going to run your apps great. Your gaming is going to be great. Both of these are pretty snappy processors. You got the Snapdragon 888 on the OnePlus 9, best in the business, and you have the Snapdragon 865 in the OnePlus 8. So both of these will be good. Especially in the near future as well. They will still be awesome processors. You have no reason to worry about these phones running pretty much all the apps in the App Store, except maybe later down the future on gaming and video editing. But for now, these are really great processors. When it comes to the pricing on these devices, the OnePlus 9 was released with a price of around $730 US. And for the OnePlus 8, that one is dramatically cheaper now since it's been a year since it's released, and you can find it in the $400, $300 category. Let's move on to storage. Both of these devices start off with 128 gigs of storage. You can bump it up to 256 gigs of storage. So they start off with that really good amount. That's pretty much going to get everybody covered. And it's good that it starts off at this amount of storage, because they do not have, neither of these devices have that micro SD card slot for expansion. But this should be good to hold your apps, your games, your downloads, your pictures, and your movies. For the RAM, they both start off at 8 gigs of RAM. That's a really good amount of RAM. You shouldn't have any problems running multiple apps in the background of them crashing or anything like that. So you're good to go on the RAM front. Next is the camera department. The OnePlus 9 has a main camera of 48 megapixels and a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera with a 2 megapixel depth camera, so a total of 3 cameras. The OnePlus 8 main camera is also 48 megapixels. The ultra wide is 16 megapixels, and the other camera is a 2 megapixel macro camera, so a little bit of difference on that third camera. And then the OnePlus 9 has an upgraded ultra wide. One other difference between these devices is that the OnePlus 9 was heavily branded with the Hasselblad technology that's available on those really expensive cameras, but the overall they didn't change too much, but you are going to get a better overall camera on the OnePlus 9. Also, you get 4K videos available on both, but you get added 8K on the OnePlus 9, which is really good if you're really into video and stuff like that. I don't think a lot of people will care about it or utilize it, but it's there if you're really into making videos and taking pictures and stuff like that. Next, let's talk selfies. The OnePlus 9 has a 16 megapixel shooter, just the same as the 16 megapixel shooter on the OnePlus 8, and both of them max out at 1080p video resolution on the front selfie. A little bit of disappointing right there, because these were like the base flagships for OnePlus's phones, and a lot of phones are coming out with 4K selfie cameras, so it's kind of a disappointment right there. But regardless, you should take really good selfie camera videos and pictures. These two devices also have stereo speakers, but they do not have headphone jacks. So if you haven't moved on to wireless, full wireless, you can't connect it to your physical headphones. You can't connect it to your car via aux cord or a microphone. It's going to be a little bit of a hassle. But if you have fully embraced wireless, the Bluetooth department is pretty good. It has 5.2 on the OnePlus 9, 5.1 Bluetooth on the OnePlus 8. Both of these will connect to your wearables, your smartwatch, your smartband, your wireless headphones, your speakers, and tons of other devices. These devices will work fine with them. Both of these phones also have NFC, which is reserved mostly for Google Pay or payment systems. And they both have USB Type-C, very standard port, but it also is the same port that works with tons of other devices like Chromebooks and laptops and iPads and tablets and other phones. So very versatile port. For the fingerprint department to unlock your device, both of these use an under the display optical sensor. So these use the same exact way to unlock your device. A very fast, efficient way of unlocking your device. And next and finally is the battery. The OnePlus 9 has a 4500 milliamp battery, while the OnePlus 8 has a 4300 milliamp battery. A little bit extra on the OnePlus 9, but both of these should last you most of the day, if not the whole day. One big change though to the OnePlus 9 is that it has fast charging at 65 watts. Very, very fast. Probably the most impressive part of the OnePlus 9. You can charge the phone 100% in around 30 minutes, while the OnePlus 8 would charge at 30 watts and give you 50% in 22 minutes. Both of them are fast, but just the OnePlus 9, that is really, really fast. You should never have a low battery or worry about low battery with the OnePlus 9. A little bit extra, you get fast wireless charging at 15 watts also on the OnePlus 9. So what are my takeaways on these two devices? Well, obviously the OnePlus 9 is going to be the overall better phone, but it does come in at the more expensive price of $730. You can find the OnePlus 8 for, $400, maybe even $300 if you look really good on other websites, third-party sellers used. These phones are very similar. You do get a faster refresh rate on the OnePlus 9. You do get that really fast charging. You get that upgraded Snapdragon processor. But other basic things stay the same, like the storage. The software is going to be updated on both of these. The camera system is a little bit better, but from my understanding and other reviews and videos that I've watched and the content that I watched, OnePlus still is plagued by having a not so good camera. Even when they teamed up with Hasselblad to try to improve the camera system, it's still not up to par to the likes of Samsung or Apple or maybe even Google. So you're getting just a few little extras on the OnePlus 9. It's a very minor upgrade to the OnePlus 8. But you know, it's not, you know, if you have the OnePlus 8, you shouldn't really upgrade, honestly, because it's just, unless you really care about that charging. Other than that, both of these devices are pretty good and very similar. So on that note, guys, thanks for watching this video. It's Max Digital here, helping you break down tech, and thank you for watching the OnePlus 9 versus the OnePlus 8. Peace.